Did you know that the version of Team Fortress 2 that we ended up getting was actually put together in about a year and a half? When we saw our first look of TF2 in the summer of 2006, the game had only really been in development for about 6 months. The character designs, for the most part, were recycled in some ways from the previous Invasion version, while the gameplay really just stemmed from the idea that the development team went, screw it, let's just remake Team Fortress Classic. And that's exactly what they did. We have the leaked source code of the 2007 Source Engine base, and within it is nearly the entirety of Team Fortress Classic, not ported, but rewritten into Source Engine. That was the base of Team Fortress 2, and what we now have as Team Fortress 2 was essentially just polishing up the gameplay that was seen in Team Fortress Classic, down to the fact that in the final months before they shipped, grenades were still in the game. In fact, they actually held some new ideas that took advantage of the Source Engine, both graphically and mechanically. So the Spy had the gas grenade, the Scout had the nail grenade and the bear traps, and the Engineer had an EMP grenade. The problem is these were taken out of the game in the final months before ship date, and they were taken out for good reason. The grenades made the game significantly more chaotic, and even the developers thought, yeah, it's probably best that we remove these. And for the longest time, the community did not even have all of the assets related to these grenades. We had all of the models, but the textures, that was not possible to be found. Until a few years ago when they were found, people were able to pull off the very first versions of Team Fortress 2 that existed publicly way back in the day off of the Steam servers. And within those were all of the texture sets for the grenades in Team Fortress 2, alongside some cut weapons for the Scout, the Sniper, the Spy, the Medic, the Demo, and it's really interesting to see all of this stuff. If only there was a way to be able to play all of it. Well, obviously there is now. There have been a few attempts within the community to recreate the 2006 Team Fortress 2 experience, and most of them don't go anywhere, and the ones that do end up trying to go in different directions, such as Team Fortress 2 Classic. Now we have a game called Pre-Fortress 2, P-R-E Fortress 2, a really interesting little project put together by some community members in order to be able to recreate the 2006 Team Fortress 2 experience, specifically the experience seen in the first 3 trailers. And from what I've seen, they're getting fairly close. They need to remake the player models, and there's still a lot of work to do from the map side of things, but the weapon set is working out very well, and more specifically, the grenades are all in. They work great, and having played with them for a couple hours, I can totally see why they removed them from the final game. But for people who are curious for what Team Fortress 2 could have been, and definitely was during development, I'm happy to report that Pre-Fortress 2 is now in open beta. Anybody can download and play this Team Fortress 2 mod that not only implements all of the cut grenades, but most of the cut weapons from the Trailer 2 and Trailer 3 development days of Team Fortress 2. So the Scout has the nail gun, the Sniper has the original implementation of the sniper rifle, the Demo Man has a non-sticky variant of the sticky gun, essentially what the original Dynamite pack acted like, the Spy has the Tranquilizer gun, and the Medic has the Syringe. Did you know the original implementation of the Syringe actually healed teammates when stabbing them with it? And alongside the weapon set, you actually have some recreations of original map versions. So 2 Fort has the double doors near respawn, the really high water and sewers, the different texture sets in the intelligence rooms, the spiral staircases up from sewers, and the uncovered bridge on mid. And Dust Bowl's second point is not inside the building, it's next to respawn. Because here's a little secret. Most of the maps that originally shipped with Team Fortress 2, and most of them that shipped in the first few updates, were literally just hoarded over from Team Fortress Classic and then refined, just like the game was as a whole. I am working on a full history of the retail version of Team Fortress 2, as well as a look at all current in-development source mods for Team Fortress 2, including things like TF2C, Team Deathmatch Classic, Open Fortress, and hell, we'll even throw in Jabroni Brawl. But for now, if you want something new to play for Team Fortress 2, I highly recommend checking out this new mod that has just released into open beta, Pre-Fortress 2. Go check it out. If you want to be able to follow up on all of the topics I cover on this channel in real time, check out my Twitter page linked down in the description below. If you have a question about anything, or you're confused about anything, my DMs on Twitter are always open, and my email is tylernewsnetwork@gmail.com. And if you want to support these videos, my Patreon page is down in the description below, and thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Have a good day. Adios.